Video we will discuss about journals, particularly scientific journals. So in this video we will going to cover difference between open access and paid journals, forms of articles, what are ISSN, EISSN, DOI and ISBN numbers, impact factor and H index. So first we will see what is difference between open access and paid journals. So open access call read journals that are freely available to anyone with internet access. Open access journals provide content for free on the web, as they charge researchers to publish their findings. Therefore their contents is available freely on the websites. On the other hand, traditional, which are paid journals, these are generally free, but some do charge for color figures. In some cases, when authors genuinely do not have the means to pay publication fees, they can apply for full or partial waivers. Some journals also have special relationships with universities, so they can offer discount or they can publish their journals for free. The common or similarities includes between open access and traditional journal is that they both don't charge at the time of submission. Both traditional and open access journals may charge a small fee at the time of submission to cover editorial and peer review related cost. The differences arises mainly in the post acceptance fees. So if you want to publish journal, and then how you will decide which journal is best for you. So in order to make choice between open access and traditional journals, there are four main factors to consider, that is visibility, cost, prestige and speed. Visibility means people will be able to access it if more people are likely to see it. It is believed that open access publications are read more widely because greater visibility allow you to reach potential collaborators more easily. Second is cost. So there are two costs involved in the publications, that is publication fees and subscription. Subscription fees means some libraries has to give subscription, full subscription, so that all the students and professors can access it fully, but because of high prices some libraries has to cancel for subscriptions. Third factor when deciding for which journal you should go is prestige. Some researchers are more reticent to publish in open access journals because they may not be as well known as some of the larger or more well established journals in a given field. It is also important to note that many open access journals are new and have not yet received their first impact factor. It means still people give the importance for brand name, that is paid journals, because publication in such journals can increase their chances of being promoted, gaining tenure and obtaining funding for grant proposals. And next is speed. So you need to also be sure about, you need to be you need to publish these journals very fast, or you can wait, or you will have that patience. So publishing in any peer reviewed journal will always entail some degree of delay from submission to acceptance and finally to publication. Problematic, it is problematic in the clinical science. Just a minute. Okay. because for patients awaiting new therapies, open access journals follow a more rapid publication process. So it will be easy for people to go for this if you want speedy publication process. However, are these factors real? Because the four factors, that is visibility, cost, prestige and speed, for this is my personal opinion that this third and fourth factor, that is prestige and speed, these are created by social need, because we know that prestige means people just think that these journals, paid journals, are not that good, or if we see about speed, then suppose you want to have your drug in the market, then you can go for the paid journal, non-paid journal, which is fast or will take less time, so that it will be available to public domain easily. So this is the journal for logo for open access journal, that is unlocked. So what are the forms of scientific articles? There are three main forms, that is, one is original research, review articles and book reviews. These are not the actual differences, but just for the understanding I have mentioned like what are the differences. So original research article should have the data generated by doing the experiment, so it is more of the practical work, and review articles is already published data but it is gathered in a proper format, so it is more of the theoretical part. So original research avoids duplication of experiments, and review articles helps in designing experiments, particularly in preclinical perspective. On the other hand, book reviews are most commonly written by the experienced person in their respective fields, so that they can put more knowledge into that particular community. So I have just taken the screenshots, so how you will go or find for the journal. So Elsevier suppose is the publisher, and you need to see what are the journals into it. So in the second figure there are that is Actors Dermo, then Addiction Neuroscience, then Addictive Behavior Reports. There are so many, if you go into detail, or list of journals will be there in under one publisher, that is Elsevier. Suppose we will take the example of Addiction Neuroscience. So in the third figure, so this is how the page will be opened, and there will be editorial chief. Who is the editorial chief, you will be knowing. Then there will be, so you need to click for if you need to see all the articles in that particular journal, that is Addiction Neuroscience journal. So this is how you can search. Next is, what are ISSN, EISSN, DOI and ISBN number? So in the first figure the ISSN number is given, which is mainly given for the journals, and ISBN number is mainly given for the books, because here we are seeing about scientific articles, that's why I have mentioned in this manner. But ISSN number is used to identify newspapers, journals, magazines and periodicals of all kinds and on all media, print and electronic. ISBN number is used for books and a product identifier used by publisher, booksellers, libraries, internet retailers and other supply chain participants for ordering, listing, sales records and stock control purposes, which is mentioned. And in the second figure both ISBN and EISBN numbers are given. E just means the electronic form of the ISSN number. In the third figure, DOI number is mentioned. So DOI is a digital object identifier and is a standardized unique number given to many but not all articles, papers and books by some publishers to identify a particular publication. ISSN number is 8-digit number, whereas ISBN number is 10-digit number. ISSN number is used to uniquely identify a serial publication and is especially helpful in distinguishing between serials with the same title, whereas the ISBN identifies the registrant as well as the specific title, edition and format. DOI number is digital object identifier number, for example this, and it is alphanumeric string used to permanently identify an article or document and link to it on the web. Many serials are published in both print and electronic media, and the name will just be given EISSN. Next is what is impact factor. Impact factor is frequently used as an indicator of the importance of a journal to its field. The impact factor applies only to journals and not to individual articles or individual scientists. Impact factor is commonly used to evaluate the relative importance of a journal within its field. Journal which publishes more review articles will get the highest impact factor. So calculation of impact factor can be after completing the minimum of 3 years of publication. For that reason, journal of impact factor cannot be calculated for new journals, and the formula includes, for example, 2012 impact factor is equal to A upon B, where A is the number of times article published in 2010 and 11 was cited by indexed journals during 2012. B is the total number of citable items like articles and reviews published by that journal in 2010 and 11. Impact factor of a journal is the average number of citations received per article published in that journal during the 2 preceding years. For example, if a journal has an impact factor of 3 in 2008, then its papers published in 2006 and 7 received 3 citations each on average in 2008. The 2008 impact factors are actually published in 2009. So for example, 2020 journal impact factor is equal to citations in 2020 to items published in 2018 plus 19 divided by number of citable items published in 2018 plus 19. Next is about the H index, or which is also called as Hirsch index. It measures the impact of a particular scientist rather than a journal. It is author level metric that measures both the productivity and citation impact of the publications of a scientist or scholar. The H index correlates with obvious success indicators such as winning the Nobel Prize, being accepted for research fellowships, and holding positions at top universities. H index is defined as the highest number of publications of a scientist that received H or more citations each, while the other publications have not more than H citations each.